Welcome back to the channel after the long break. Unfortunately, I had to stop recording for a while. This was due to a number of events in my life that I had to deal with, but now I will try to get back to uploading videos systematically. During this time, many new people appeared on the channel. I tried to keep up to date with comments and questions. Thus, I decided to make this episode because the most common problem turns out to be legendary gems. And I will not create any tier list here because I think it is pointless. I will try to discuss what, in my opinion, is the most profitable and under what circumstances. So I encourage you to take a look, and hopefully it will put some light on your decisions about investing in legendary gems. I mentioned that creating a tier list does not make any sense. This is due to the fact that many gems have their ideal use in specific situations, and in others the same gems become worthless. So we should always focus on the most versatile use of them. So for me, the most important determinant is the price to quality ratio. So starting from the very beginning, the most advantageous are the one-star gems. Someone may say that they have a very low resonance, but take my word for it, that it does not matter at the beginning. In the beginning anyway, you should focus on PV and developing your character. At this time, you can also decide what class you ultimately want to play and what build to use. This will protect you from unnecessarily wasting resources on things you won't use anyway. Many people currently have this problem because they have invested in the wrong gems. That's why I always recommend starting with Berserker and Torment. I will not explain the operation of each gem separately because there are already videos on the channel with this. However, these two gems guarantee the best synergy for each other. And so without investing much, we get a pretty good damage boost, which we will use for a long time. The third gem is Jade. It is not a one-star, but I am specifically putting it here so that you understand that it is the most versatile 5-star gem that you simply must have. An additional 10% to the movement speed will greatly improve your gameplay. Getting the last gem will be the hardest, but it's the most versatile core you can own. It will work equally well on any character class. So you can safely invest in these gems up to rank 10. Remember that if in the future we'll no longer need them, then they will serve as fuel for upgrading better gems. However, this will not happen too soon. The next 3 slots already require a bit more thought and depend on your build. If you like the summoner game, you still have a few opportunities to use one-star gems, although don't go wildly into it. In the long run, you will understand that playing summoner is very specific and requires a specific setup, which almost completely disqualifies you from changing to another class. However, I recommend this solution. It will allow you to progress easily in the game. Keep in mind that it's better to invest in long-term gems, so I wouldn't go into those too much. Freedom and devotion with followers' burdens are great for summoner. No doubt about it. For the last slot, a fairly economical solution might be Chain Death, for the reason that most of the gameplay is based on area of damage anyway. However, if you feel that you prefer range characters and can afford it, then I suggest you put on a bloody reach right away. This is, in my opinion, the best choice for a necromancer of the star gems, and also one of the few gems that also work for summons. So this is how, in my opinion, your initial configuration should look like. Remember that adequate to the spent fragments, you will not achieve more damage with 5-star gems. So I don't see any reason why you should use 5-star gems at low rank focusing mainly on PV. Well, unless you are only interested in wings. Keep in mind that ultimately you will want to own 5-star gems, but you should invest in them very carefully, because unlike 1-star and 2-star gems, they add additional mechanics to our character, so you need to have a good understanding of whether you will need that particular mechanic or not. You won't be able to realistically verify this at first. My latest builds already benefit from 5-star gems, but remember that this happened only after many months of playing and verifying that the class suits me. So I think that 5-star gems are not a reasonable solution for beginners. Moreover, I think that only after you feel that you overkill your PV. Therefore, it is worth to think about expensive 5-star gems, obviously for PvP reasons. So let me give you examples of 5-star gems that are worth keeping in your inventory if you manage to get them. Definitely soaked Jade, universal for every character. Bottled Hope, great whole party booster after using any beneficial effect. My personal best choice after BSJ. Seeping Bile, great for additional damage. Bouncing to next targets. Could be worth even more with incoming green set. Chip of the Stone, damage burster after causing total loss of control, doing great synergy with gear Sling. Blessing of Worthy, maybe not for Necromancer, but great for any meal character for counter-attacking with massive damage. Frozen Heart, probably the best defensive option, mostly for PvP use. Phoenix Ashes, if you feel that staying alive can change anything. And that would be all the legendary gems worth paying attention to. If the video was helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to stay updated, and as always, thanks for watching.